What that dying. This is the voice of the patriot. And of course, from the news reel, we endeavor to always keep it real. This is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of Jehovah God. This is the voice of the patriot, and my name is certainly Blakk Rasta. Now this is where we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, it's all about our country, Ghana. It's all about our continent, Africa. My brother, my sister, and when we speak, we always stand on the side of the truth. And no matter who is against the truth, my brother, my sister, we come against. My brother, my sister, this is action time. Yo! Now the very first story we are looking at today is taken from Ghana Web, and it says, even Bawumia's opponents know he is a decent character and not corrupt. And this is coming from Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama. He's a Muslim cleric. He's so respected. Yes, a Muslim cleric. I read, renowned Islamic cleric and scholar Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama says the vice president and presidential candidate of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has unquestionable character traits that are essential for the next leader of Ghana. Now speaking to several young people at a public lecture and review of the book Dr. Bawumia and the Modern Vice Presidency by Professor Eche Sikanku, Sheikh Nuyama commended Dr. Bawumia for his remarkable political journey, adding that he is on the cusp of the presidency because of his good character traits, which he said have earned him huge support across the board, even though he is a Muslim. Dr. Bawumia has never been corrupt, and he has never been a womanizer. He has a good character. Even his opponents know that. Christians are rooting for him because of his character. They tell me, as for that man, he is very humble. Yes, he's very humble. Sheikh Nuyama told the largely Muslim youth audience, he is also very tolerant. You can insult him from morning to evening. He wouldn't mind you. Kindness is also one of his traits, and it is a character trait that draws people closer when you have it. He said, Sheikh Nuyama also hailed Dr. Bawumia's unifying traits and work ethic, saying people who have worked with him have attested to it. Okay. So this is Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama speaking. He says Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has unquestionable character traits. He goes ahead to say that even his opponents know that he is a decent character. Now the question I want to ask is this: what is decent about lies? What is decent about lies? Does Islam see lies as decent? I'm just asking. You see, people like Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama have really surprised me in these times. I have known Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama from when I was a student at T. Ahmad Secondary School. He was a man we held in high esteem. What this man is doing is nothing but politicking, and it's a law below, and it's so shameful. My brother, if you go ahead to say, oh, Sheikh Nuyama says that this man here called Bawumia has unquestionable character traits. He has never been corrupt. What the heck? Did you give birth to him? Did you lock him up in a room where you alone was accessible to him so you could tell whether he was corrupt or not? How would a man come out and vouch for another man like this that he's never been corrupt? Were you born together? Did you always walk together? Oh, what a shame. Do not attribute attributes of God to humans. It's only God who has never been corrupt. So if people like Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama stoop this low, it hurts. This is a man who is held in high esteem amongst Muslims and in the Muslim community. He's one of the most learned when it comes to Islam. My brother, my sister, in Ghana. Look how low he has stooped. Why does Blakk Rasta say he has stooped low? Oh, as for him, he's not a womanizer. And this man here has never been corrupt. Oh my God. I prefer a womanizer to a liar. Bawumia has told so much lies that a lot of Muslims have decided to distance themselves permanently, like the length of the whole Mississippi, from Bawumia. I am so ashamed of Bawumia, and I will say this 1 trillion times. And I think everyone who looks at Bawumia as a mentor should think twice. This was the man who was brought from nowhere, and he was pushed into a political party whose ideals I do not know whether he believes or not, but because of greed for power, a lot of people can belong anywhere. His father was a CPP man who followed the ideals of Nkrumahism, Kwame Nkrumah. All of a sudden, his own son has become a member of the opposite side of the CPP. That is for him to decide. I have no problem with that. But my brother, my sister, the big question here is, Naana Opoku-Agyemang himself said he brought him closer to him because of his mental acumen. In other words, his brilliance and his geopolitical location. He's from the north. He is a Muslim. At the same time, he's an economic whiz kid. In the tenure of office of Naana Opoku-Agyemang and Bawumia, we have seen the economy perform its worst ever in the history of man and womankind in this country and beyond. When it comes to the economy, Bawumia is no longer able to speak because he knows he has failed. Poto. My brother, my sister. So when people like Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama come out and say he has never been corrupt, I am tempted to think that you probably have gone for some bread and butter from this guy. For that matter, you come out and lead Muslims astray. It's sad. How can you tell whether the man has been corrupt before or not? A man whose family and friends are all over in government. You claim he's not corrupt. Oh my God, have mercy. My brother, let us be careful when we politic, especially when we are religious people. A lot of people follow us not because of who we are or what we are, but because of the religion we belong to. So when you come out point blank and say Bawumia has never been corrupt, I'm tempted to think that you have lost it. It's sad. Bawumia has never been corrupt. Chairman of the economic management team. The economy has performed its worst ever. All Bawumia and his ilk do is to go out there and borrow. Excuse my language. Any dunderhead can run a country if borrowing is the only thing. All they know to do is to borrow. Borrow from morning all the way through afternoon and night. Is that how to govern a country? With an arrogant president who has made Galamsey his middle name. Now the whole country is in trouble. Even in Dansuman here, where Galamsey is not ongoing, you turn on your tap and it's milk, honey, and pito mixed together in the form of water coming into your bowl. Is this something you can be proud of? Bawumia says that, oh, you know what? I was only the mate. Oh my God, what a shame. Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama, if you continue like this, I believe that a lot of people are going to lose it for you. Please, I beg you, politic smartly. This is a very low blow, and when you do this, you will let a lot of people come at you because what you are saying does not make sense. It doesn't. Bawumia has never been correct. Is he Prophet Muhammad? Bawumia has never been corrupt. Is he Prophet Muhammad? Is he Prophet Isa? He has never been corrupt. Why? Did you give birth to him? It's a shame.
Yabo!
Now, the next thing we want to look at, and I need you to come along. I truly need you to come along when we do this, man. All right? Now, the next thing is also very deep. And please, come along. Come along. I need you. Now, this one I'm also reading from Ghana Web, and it says, Akufo-Addo's awkward reaction to GJA President's Galamsey comments. And I read, now, the recently held Ghana Journalists Association, that's GJA Awards in Accra, simply could not end without a call on the government to address the issue of illegal mining, commonly known as Galamsey, which has been a highly sensitive and controversial topic in Ghana. Now, with mounting public frustration over the government's perceived inability to effectively tackle the environmental and social damage caused by illegal mining, journalists like citizens remain at the forefront of applying pressure on the government to deal with the widespread destruction. However, it seems quite possible that remarks about Galamsey may have been the catalyst for President Akufo-Addo's reaction at the GJA Awards, which, oh my God, which has since gone viral on social media. Now, delivering a speech at the event in Accra on September 28, 2024, President of the GJA, Albert Kwabena Otumfuo, urged the president to use the remaining 3 months of his presidency to redeem his promise to the people of Ghana on tackling the Galamsey menace. We are aware that some time ago, Mr. President, the father of the nation, made a firm vow to stop Galamsey. But regrettably, that promise has not been fulfilled. Oh my God. Mr. Otumfuo, I doff my heart for you. Naana Opoku-Agyemang is a very arrogant, intolerant president. For you to be able to stand in front of him and tell him to the face, Mr. President, you failed us the promise to fight Galamsey. I am sure if he had the chance of being close to you, you will never leave the place without some quick slaps. My brother, this is a man who orders chiefs to stand and salute him because he's the new Napoleon Bonaparte of the country. When he was looking for the presidency, he ate kelewele with all these people. He went around drinking calipo and shaking hands with everybody. Now that he has power, he has removed the mask and we are seeing his true face. Hey! Anybody who is not bold enough to stand before any president of the world and tell them to the face, listen, you are doing things that do not inure to the benefit of the nation. It's a hopeless coward. These are the people who keep quiet and die in shame. It's sad. Look how Galamsey is killing us in this country. I just returned from the central and western regions the other day. My brother, it's an eyesore. Why are you waiting for all of us to start having cancer? Then you realize that Galamsey is a dangerous menace. Now, one of the proponents, one of the key topics of Islam is environmental protection. My brother, my sister, one of the strong faiths of Islam is environmental protection. The same thing with Christianity. If it's a country of Christians and Muslims, we should never have Galamsey. But no, we have fake Muslims and fake Christians who are just Christians on Sunday and Muslims on Friday. Outside Sunday, they are Galamseyers, thieves and robbers. Outside Friday, they are Galamseyers, thieves and traitors. It's sad. They are only Christians on Sunday. They are only Muslims on Friday. A lot of these Galamseyers. The last time the president tried to speak against Galamsey, he almost lost an election. He values the election more than the lives of the people that he is elected to rule. What a shame. Any leader who values his leadership, his position, more than the lives of the people he rules over. He's a dummy. He's a dummy. You know who a dummy is? Better still, he's a mummy. It's a shame. My brother, if you are voted into office and your priorities do not include the welfare of the people, you are a dummy. You are a wicked person. It's sad. Why? What kind of a people are we? When the traffic lights go off, we all behave like animals on the streets, hitting each other's cars left, right, and center. No matter how slowly a car moves, the moment somebody's trying to overtake him, that is when he gets extra power to speed up. What kind of a human being are you? Are we going to the same place? Are we going to the same place? Are we in a competition? I wonder what kind of people we are. I don't see this in Europe. I don't see this in America. My brother, I don't see this. But I see this right here in Ghana. A Ghanaian driver would intentionally block another man just for the sake of blocking the person. He feels good making somebody sad. These are the people who say they are not corrupt. It's sad. The GJA president, I applaud you. God bless you. You are a hero. You are going to get threats. People are going to call you and say you are disrespectful. If you have the chance again, say it. If you can't say it, please hire me. I will come over. I will take nothing and I will say it on your behalf. It's sad. We can't wait for a few old men to kill all the young men in Ghana through Galamsey. This is nonsense. We cannot wait for a few old men, clueless, irresponsible old men, my brother, to finish off the life of the young people in Africa. It's sad. As for President Mahama, oh my God. You are coming into power. Yes, you are the next president of Ghana. As all the statistics attest to. I sympathize with you. How are you going to fight this Galamsey? How are you going to turn the economy around? How are you going to pay all these debts? Oh my God. I look at President Mahama and I cry for him. Every day I pray for him because it is obvious that he's the next president. Yes. Every day, and God knows that. I go on my knees and I pray fervently. I say, give this man wisdom. Give him energy. Give him power. It is so shameful that our elections are going tribalistic and religious. A certain Malam in Kumasi, Sheikh Nuyama, or is it in Accra, says, vote for this man because he's a Muslim. What a joke. Hey! Don't we have Muslim thieves? We don't have Muslims who are drunkards. We don't have Muslims who are murderers. You say vote for him because he is a Muslim. Then he goes forward because he's not a politician. He's forcing himself to be one. He says, oh, vote for him because he has never been corrupt. Why? Are you God? Do you hold the book of right and wrong? Oh, Sheikh Ishaq Nuyama, this is shameful. Please, I'll leave it here. Now the final thing I want to look at, and that will be the end of the day. Oh God. Okay. So it's about the Otumfuo. King. No. Obo. King. Bro. No. Bro. King. Na tikoti so binim. King. Oba. Boko. Oba. Hey. Nana has spoken. Why don't you look for me when we are not in power? Otumfuo queries the NDC. And I read. Asantini Otumfuo Osetutu II, Piao, has pointed out the seeming neglect of him and his palace by the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, whenever the party is in opposition. Now addressing a delegation led by the party's running mate for the 2024 election, Professor Naana Opoku-Agyemang when they called on him at the palace on Friday, September 27, 2024, Otumfuo spoke fondly of the NDC running mate and urged her to remain humble and show dedication through her campaign. Every time I ask her, why does the NDC cut ties with me when you are not in power? I ask every time because they come all the time. But when they are out of power, they don't visit me. They don't look for me. When Naana was selected, I was here and I heard it. But you didn't come and introduce her to me. You selected her before the MPP selected Napo as the running mate. When they brought him here, I asked why Naana has also not been brought here to greet me. So when I met her in Cape Coast, I asked her to dance with me, even if you have not come to greet me, because I've known her for long. When she was Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, her good works and reverence for me, I've always acknowledged that. The Asante Hini said, today is a result of politics. My son John Mahama has selected her as his running mate. I told her the first time when she was selected and came here the first time, 2020 elections, to continue being humble and dedicated in her campaign. Let me leave it here. Let me leave it here. My brother, my sister, it is an interesting time, and I like what Otumfuo is saying. I truly love it. He's saying, what he seems to be saying is, when you are in power, you keep coming to me for support. When you are in power, you run to me every time. But when you are out of power, you don't come to me. It's the opposite for most politicians. When they are in power, they never come to you. But when they are out of power and they need your support, that is when they run to you. But Otumfuo says it's the opposite for him. When they are out of power, they have no use for the Otumfuo. Or better still, no need for the Otumfuo. Once they are in power, they run to me every now and then and seek my counsel. My brother, my sister, what Otumfuo is saying is very simple. It means that make this place your home, whether you are rich or poor. Don't only come to me when you have a bouquet of flowers for me. Don't only come to me when you have a basket of fruits for me. Also come to me when you are empty-handed. At least my counsel would help you fill your baskets with bread. Hallelujah. What a king. Hey! Hey! Nana piao. Wanu yam piao piao. Piao. Oh my God. And look, listen to what he said about Jane, Naana Opoku. He said, I have known this woman for a very long time. It's the same thing he said about Napo. I have known this man here for a long time. I helped train him right in my palace. But this time around, he didn't say he helped train Naana Jane right in the palace. He said, I have known her for a very long time. Even before she became Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast. And she's always been a very good woman. When she was chosen, I expected that she would come here and shake my hand. So I kept asking, where is Naana? Why is it that she's not been here yet? Oh my God, what a king. Nana piao wate, missy piao piao, wanu. So when I met her in Cape Coast, I drew her close to me and I said, Upeo, adwawe ubesa. King. Mrs. Sao, sa, Nana, sa, king. Hey! My brother, she started to dance. With Otumfuo himself. Hey, ubenya na uni Otumfuo sa. Ubenya, my brother, my sister, my God, the whole place went on fire. Otumfuo was dancing with Naana Adwa. Have you ever seen anybody dance with Otumfuo since you were born? What did that? But he decided to dance with no other person but Naana Opoku-Agyemang. Hey. Oko. Yay. Apa. Yes, sir. Oko. No. One him. Bako. Mienu. Miensa. Hey. Hey. Apa. Oko. Hey. Oko. Apa. My brother, this is a king. He spoke about his own palace boy and endorsed him. 5 minutes later, he disgraced Otumfuo. Opoku-Agyemang came and said, we didn't train him in the hair in the palace, but I've known her for good character. Come and dance with me. He didn't ask Napo to come and dance with him. He didn't ask anybody to come and dance with him. This is the first time I'm hearing Otumfuo inviting somebody to come and dance with him. Otumfuo is saying that he's the father of the nation. He's the father of everybody. Maybe because of the disappointment he got from Napo, he decided that, listen, let everybody know me, that I am the father of all. Continue to be humble. You will go far. God bless you. And and of course, Opoku-Agyemang decided to go back very quietly, and everywhere is hot. The good thing is that she has been endorsed by Otumfuo, and she didn't let Otumfuo down, at least not yet. How did the Otumfuo endorse Naana Opoku-Agyemang? He said, this is a good woman. She is very humble. Remain humble. And when you are doing your politics, continue to be humble. I have known her even before she became Vice Chancellor of the Cape Coast University. And she's always been good. Oh, I like kings who speak like this.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Blakk Rasta.
Okay, no problem. So this is the voice of the patriot. And my name, Blakk Rasta.